Good afternoon, everyone. Today, this box turned up, and a bit of a surprise. My lovely wife, who sponsored this video, she's bought me a present, which is a new trolley. I've been looking at this one for a while, and I just happened to mention that I'm thinking about buying another trolley, and she said, I'll get you that for Christmas. So when I picked the one I wanted, and I did a lot of research trying to find the battery that I wanted, and I had a lot of criteria that it needed to reach, really. I wanted something that was going to be big enough and strong enough to hold all my gear. It had to pack down really easily, and I wanted to pack down into a small space, because getting all the gear in a car, you know, I've not got the biggest car in the world now. I've changed my car to a smaller car, and space is premium, really. But the one I chose to get, and I think it's really good, is the MkII x4 trolley system. And this bit is the bag that goes on the front, so that was an extra that I wasn't expecting her to buy that, but she'd bought a lot. So thank you, my loves, you know, really appreciate it. So I'm going to unbox the trolley and get it out and have a look and see if I can fit all my gear on it eventually. I was hoping it was going to be dry today, but it started to rain, so yeah, it's a bit annoying, really. I'm going to be trying it out at the lake on Monday, when I'm going to meet up with my old mate Darren, who I used to go fishing with a lot years ago. So we ain't seen one another for 17 years, I would say. But we recently got in touch with one another again, and we're having a day's fishing on Monday. So I shall be trying this little baby out. So what we got here? This is the carry case for the trolley. Oh, that's handy. That's quite a nice quality case. It's nice material. Very strong zip. I suppose it has to be, really, because it's quite a heavy piece of kit. Right, so we'll put it in that later when I get this out. So here's the trolley here. I don't suppose you can see this. Let me tilt this down. So in the case, there's a book of instructions to put it together, although I've seen it being put together on YouTube, and it looks pretty simple, straightforward, so probably ain't going to need that. So on the top we got 4 wheels. So we'll just cut that off. So there's 4 of them, they're all going to be tied on. There you go, 4 wheels. All off. So the wheels, they're made of hard plastic, really strong, quite wide as well, so they should get over all the gravel and stuff. So yeah, they look good quality. So we've got 4 of them, which I'll take these off and come back to the video after I've got all this done. Right, so that's that done. Next thing we've got is the barrow itself. So let's bring that down a little bit. More cable ties. I don't obviously want things sliding around in transport, so we'll cut all those off. We don't need all them. Right, let me switch this off and I'll come back to you after I've taken all the wrapping off. So now I've got the barrow unpacked, and I've still not opened the instructions because it all looks pretty straightforward. So in the bag we've got the wheels, which I've unpacked. This stuff, we had to take all this stuff off of everything. This was on all the barrow, so I've taken all that off. So we've got the wheels unpacked, 4 wheels. You've got 2 of these. These are posts that go into the top end where your handle is. Oh, sorry, the opposite end, the front end. And they slide down and they hold your seat box in place. So that's those. And I've got a bag full of screws. Nice quality by the look of it. They're quite big and they're easy to, going to be easy to turn because they're kind of deep grips. So that's good. So I've got a bag of them. That's going to be for putting your wheels on and making adjustments to the underneath. I can see where they go underneath. So this is the main part of the frame, and the front part of that actually folds down. This is for when you're putting it in the bag. It's got 2 little hooks here where you can put your bungee straps, which is handy. And then there's the holes for the screws for your handles and that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this barrow together and see how it all goes together. So bear with me. So back wheels. Now this barrow is built so you can have the wheels is in different ways. You can have an ultra narrow, there's a medium narrow, and then there's a wide. So the wider you go, the more stable your barrow is going to be. So I'm going to set it up on the wide setting, just so we can try it out. This is the way I'm going to use it most of all, I would have thought. So they go in there like that, and then I put 2 of these screws in. Oh yeah, they're easy to tighten up. I like that. And that ain't coming out, that's good. So we'll do the same with the front ones. We'll go on the widest position, which would be to the outside. So that would be there. This one. And again, this is the wide position for the front. I'm quite looking forward to using this actually. I think I'm going to have to mess around with my seat box to actually get it to fit the barrow, because I suppose it depends on what type of seat box you've got. And I've got a Preston, but I've got the H frame, so there's no. I'm going to have to take my foot plate off to get this on this barrow, I believe. So that's the wheels on. Let's put this down. That is the barrow at its narrowest. I mean, these things drop in here. They go in there and in there. And this is what holds your seat box, obviously. And you lock them down into place with two of these bolts, which go in the inside of that, and in there. Yeah, it's all pretty straightforward. I mean, it's good that they supply a instruction manual, but I'll be honest with you, you don't really need it. Now this bit is your handles, and this is already, this comes supplied with the bag already on it, and that should just slide into there. That's it. So that screws on, and that screws on. And already that barrow with nothing on it is back heavy, which is a shame, but I think once we pull that out, now it's quite stable. So let's do these. Where do they come up? Oh yeah, I've got another two of these. So you can set these handles how you want it for your size. I mean, that's going to be a little bit low for me, so I want to put it probably to there. I mean, this is the first time I'll put this together, so it's taking me a little bit longer than it would normally, but once you get used to how it all goes, and I ain't going to have to keep putting these screws in and out, I shall leave them in, which is taking most of the time. So yeah, that's got to come up a bit more. Well, that's good. So that needs tightening, and I would imagine down there there's two more screws. So let me have a look. See, these can all stay in the barrow. And that should just tighten everything down. So there's the barrow. And I reckon that's going to work lovely on the bank. So the trouble I've been having with my barrows, I've got a barrow with 4 wheels and the front 2 wheels are swivel wheels. And as soon as you get to a lake, like the lake I've been fishing, there's lots of gravel. They kind of get caught in the gravel, so it's hard work, really hard work to actually push a barrow because it keeps fighting you. This one I think is going to work lovely. So yeah, I think that's going to be really good. So that's the front, this is the back. This is a lovely big bag. It's got kind of a hard bottom in there, there's holes underneath, so if you get any water in it, it's going to drain away, which is really good. And that's going to hold quite a lot of stuff, that, I think. And then she's bought me, to go with the barrow, she's bought me a bag for the front, which I'll open now. And this is an extra that you have to buy for the trolley, which this comes on a frame, and this bit here, this comes off like that, and that frame opens up like that, and that should fit into 2 little slots on the front here. So now you've got another bag which has got holes in it for drainage, and a nice hard bit of stuff here, which is, I'll turn that over and put that in the back there. Now, that is going to hold a lot of stuff as well. I mean, the room on this thing is unbelievable, really. So seat box goes there, and the rest of the gear's got a stack. So look at that. I mean, that is some length. So quite happy with that. It's stopped raining. It's stopped raining, so I'm gonna walk it down the other end, and we'll try it out with some gear on. But Christ, I reckon that's going to be great. Right, unfortunately, it started raining again, so I don't want to get it all wet unnecessarily. So what I'll do, I brought it down this end, but it's in the dry, so I'm going to try a few bits out on it. Pain about the rain, but I might have to do a different video when the weather changes a bit, although, what way is the clouds moving? Right, this looks like a shower because it's blue skies over there and it's coming this way. But it's very slow, so it's only this bit of cloud here that's raining. So, fingers crossed, in a few minutes we'll get a bit more dry, a bit more sunshine out, and I can load it up and see what happens. Right, so I've got the box on the barra. I had to take the foot plate off the front because of the way the barra's made. It's got like it's one-sided, it's a bit lopsided, so I've taken it off of that and I've slid it under here, which seems to have pretty evened it up really. So that I have to put on when I get to the lake. I've got all my boxes on there and I've tightened that down, so that's not coming off. So now it's a matter of how we're going to load the barra up. So let's see what we've got here. Right, first thing that's going to go in there is my net bag. I think that will fit in there nicely. That can go that side. Loads of room, loads and loads of room in this. I've got one of my bait boxes there. That will probably fit in there lovely, like that. I've got another bait weight area. Let's shut that up because that's all loose. Right, so I'm going to put that one probably in here. And I've got a meat cutter there, so I'm going to put that in there. So it's all looking good. Looking good. This will be the next thing to go on. This is my my main bag. So let's put that way around. This has got all sorts of stuff, terminal tackle, all bits and pieces, bit of bait. So here we've got all my stuff that fits to the seat box, my feeder arms and all that. This is all the reels and bits and pieces that I've got that I'll take with me everywhere. So far it's looking really, really good. So this one is my side tray, which I'm going to fit on the top there like that. That's perfect for that. This is my pole roller. That can sit on there like that. That's a piece of kit I use all the time. This one is my seat that goes on my box. Now I don't know what to do with this, to be honest. If I turn that round that way, I reckon that'll sit pretty much on there. This is my bait bucket. That'll go in there. And that will sit underneath. Two more bits to go on. There's this, which I don't use very often, but it's a hooking cradle. And the last things to go on is my poles and the rods I'm going to take with me. So, what rods am I going to take with me? So the pole can go on there. There's my pole. Is this the rod bag I'm taking? Yeah. Can go on there. And there's only one more thing that I've just remembered, which is my landing net handle. This goes with me everywhere. So that can sit like that, that's fine. So now, the big test is really, as you can see, there's a lot of gear there. But the big test is it gonna work when I'm pushing it? So let's have a go. Is it heavy? Now that's pretty good. I can move that round like that. Oops, that's it. Got to learn the width. Of course, what I haven't done yet, I've not put any bungee cords on, so it ain't moved. So far, I'm really surprised how much weight that takes. That's quite sturdy. And the good thing is I can lift that. It's not hard to lift them front wheels, so you can turn. Which was one of my worries really. Wow. That's amazing. And we'll see how quick it folds down. So, first of all, that's the front bag off. So the handles, they come off and you don't have to take it all to bits. I mean, you could just throw the handles in the car. They're not a problem, but they come off like that. That bag folds down. I'm going to take these handles down. They just need adjusting on the day you get there. I think they'll put that in last, actually. So that can go over there. These come over. I wonder if I can do that way. It seems, actually that could be better if I go like that. And that sits in there like that. See this one? Now we'll go in sliding, so that's better. Right, so that's how, figure that out how you do that first. That folds down, and then the only thing left to do is undo that and undo that.
slide the wheels off. I mean, this is really quick. So you can do this at your car. It don't take a second. Just tighten them up so that we don't lose the bolts. And that's just me being ultra careful. So this one, this fits in the bag. Oh, that's got to go down. Okay, something else I never thought of. So that can slide down so that it's tiny. We put that in there like that. Oh, this is great. That's one wheel. That's two wheels. And this is the first time I've done this, so kind of like take that into consideration, because it's took me 5 minutes to put this in the bag, and it can only get quicker. And you've got two carry handles, and you just throw that in your car. How good was that? Brilliant. And that is one of the reasons I decided to go for this bag, because it's got a bag, it folds down flat virtually, easy to throw in the car, takes up hardly any room. And that to me was the most important thing with the barra. First impressions of the MkII ×4 barra system. I'm shocked. I mean, there's a lot of gear on there, there's a lot of weight. Normally on my barra, that's at least 2 trips from the car to the lake, and then back to the car, and then back to the lake again. It's all on the one barra, everything. So I'm never going to take any more than that. I mean, the only time I'm going to take more than that is if I'm taking a bivvy and I'm going to camp out overnight or a weekend, but that don't happen very often. So I'm really shocked. And normally, that's the other thing. When I say it's 2 trips on my other barra, that's without the seat box. I have to carry the seat box, so that's a 3rd trip up and down. So this is all now 1 trip. And it's got all my gear on that barra, and it's not hard to push. It's pretty, and the more you use it, I mean, this is the first time I've ever loaded this up. I'm going to be finding like slightly different ways to do it, and maybe better ways. But so yeah, I'm shocked. It's great. So I guess a big thumbs up from me. So if you enjoyed the video, and especially if you're thinking about buying one, because one of the reasons I've done this review is because when I went on YouTube to look to see what reviews were out there about this particular barra, there was only a couple, and 2 of those were being done by the people who work for MkII. So that you can't really go by that. You know, you need an independent review, and like myself, this is totally my opinion. I'm not paid to make this video. I only make this video so that other people can get a good idea of what it's capable of, and you can make your mind up whether you want to buy one. It's what did we pay for it in the end? It was about £171, I think we got it off of Angling Direct, which was the cheapest that I found. So that's where we ordered it from. So yeah, great barra as far as I can tell. Of course, I'm going to be using it over the next few months or so, and I'll find any flaws with it. But at the moment, yeah, I'm impressed with this. It's really good. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, and if you're not already subscribed, subscribe to the channel. That way you get notified of any more reviews and videos that I put out. You'll get notified. And thanks for your support. It's always good to see so many people using the channel. And yeah, tight lines everybody. You take care.